there's something I've been analyzing on been viewing is that like something really terrible is happening within my country right now, and within Antigua. And Antigua is a country, who don't know, Antigua is a country within the Caribbean, and something really terrible is currently happening. Crime rate is definitely from how for the 22 years I've been alive on this planet Earth, crime rate has been at its worst. From what my recollection of it, it has been at its worst. I don't care what statistics says. There's never a point in period I've remembered that there's a robbery today, there's a robbery tomorrow, there's a robbery the next day after that, there's a robbery the next day, there's a thief here, there's a killing here, the next day after that, repeatedly. There's never been a time like that I remember. I've never remembered a time other than this current present moment where shit just happened all over repetitively again. And it could not just be Antigua alone, but even within other parts of the country, like shit are happening crazy. It's getting real dark over in the world. And you just have to still try your best to be yourself and to keep progressing. Yes, you can try to help others along the way to not drift and to not be with the majority, but like focus up on yourself, because it really is hard, but you can progress. So I say this to say that like it's difficult and it's hard, and young men are losing their focus, they're losing their sense of hope and towards the way to turn, the way to go to. But crime rate is like this basically because it's a lack of morality in the world, morals and principles, a lack of individualism, not wanting to stand out, wanting to be like everybody else, and wanting to basically conform into the notion that my country is shit, the government don't want me to win, the jobs are terrible, the pay is terrible. But in regards to that, even if it is terrible, at least you have a job, at least you're alive, you can progress. And the thing that is not being spread is that young men and people, young women, whoever it is, they don't notice that no, it's basically just for now. We're only going through these hard times just for now. And even if it gets harder, and you realize it gets harder and you're still in it, that means you're getting stronger. Because it really don't get easier, you just get stronger, and if it does get harder, you're getting stronger from the hard and difficult choices that you face. And that really needs to be said. Don't lose your morality, don't lose your principles and your values that you hold dear. And to progress, to be the individual that you need to be, not just for yourself, but for the future, for your future children, for your parents and so forth. You have to live by a code, and within that code, within your own code, you cannot break it. Like I live by to be better today than I was yesterday, and that's in all areas of my life. To be a better basketball player, to be a better co-worker, to be a better friend, a better brother, a better son, to be more kind, to be more patient. So to be better today than I was yesterday, and I also live by the code where death before dishonor. I would not do anything that I deem dishonorable is the fact that, and I do it, I should die. And it's not that case where I would commit suicide, but it's just for the principle that back in the day when a person says something death before dishonor, they mean that if they do it and if that's dishonorable in their eyes and in the eyes of others, that they would rather die and sacrifice them life to show that they live by their code. And if their code is broken, if they have to kill themselves, then they'll kill themselves. And it's simple as that. That's what men need. That's what we need. If we actually want to do better, want to be better. So I live by these two codes, and I wouldn't. If I lying is dishonorable. Stealing is dishonorable. Acting out, being completely flustered with emotions to me, and acting out of anger is dishonorable. In a harmful way to others is dishonorable. Because that's what it's not about. Being a man, being the best human being possible is not for harming others, it's about protecting others. And if you have to harm others to protect others, then you do so. Because that's what it is. And you can say it's a bit of you can say it's contradicting, but life in itself is contradiction. So I would not kill, but however, in the protection, if I have a wife and a children, and somebody break into my home, I would have to kill them. I have to put them down to protect my wife and children. So life in itself is contradictory, but you do need to know, as the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 3, is a time and season for everything. A time for war, a time for peace. So you have to know when to flip the switch, when it's war, and when it's time for peace. A time for love and a time for hate. And it's simple as that, and it happens all your life. But don't lose, though the world may be getting dark, and it may seem like it's getting dark, but don't lose sense of your morality. That's what I'm saying. Your moral code stands above all, and you need that. You need your principles. You need your values for you to keep going and for you to progress later on in life. And don't come from that smoking is. You need to smoke. You need to go drinking. You need to go to the parties and the routine that you need to do to take a mental break. Because any break that you need, anything that you need to take is all within the peace that you want to find, because you want to go to a heightened place where you're chasing hedonism, which is in the pursuit of constant pleasure. If you're like that, then if you're in the pursuit of constant pleasure, you'll be in the pursuit of constant. What you will get in reward is constant failures, because pleasure is being comfortable, and when you're comfortable, you get fat. When you're comfortable, you get lazy. When you're comfortable, you slack off. When you're comfortable, you're not as sharp as you were before. Focus. As I said in my videos, to stay focused previous video. But right now, don't allow the dark time to change the light that's within you. Keep going.